Okay, now did I switch pages?
You don't have to do anything. I just started the recording. So, okay, we'll jump in. So, welcome everybody to Camp Holiday week number 6. And if you have missed any of the previous weeks, I would highly encourage you to go back and watch them. So that way you can really just know how to max out your business because we have been breaking down how to have a $10,000 holiday season. And so that means $5,000 profit in your pocket this holiday season. So if you don't have the how to of that, make sure you go back. We do have that game plan. And then also another resource that we have available to you is in our special camp holiday boards. And that's what I'm going to be sharing my screen from today so y'all can see how that goes. And we're going to talk about some October ideas because you want to make sure you're set up for success. So I'm going to give y'all a couple ideas of really how to like max out your month. As we talked about some last week for October ideas, and an October strategy, and we're going to talk about even more this week to keep diving in how to max out your October and get set up for success. Okay, so let me share my screen, and we're going to go ahead and just jump into those ideas that I have over here for you guys. So one that I love for October is pampering pumpkins. Okay. So these are just pumpkins. You can get the little plastic pumpkins at Walmart, or I've seen them at Walmart. I don't know if they have them at Dollar Tree, but you could check it out. Anyways, they're super cute. And you can just fill them with whatever products that you want to promote off, obviously. And in the upper right hand corner here on this page, and you'll have access to this document. Everything I share with y'all is in our Camp Holiday board. So, but there's a script right there that you can use to reach out to people. And so this would be a really fun idea. A pampering pumpkin would be something great for them to give, like even to their like teenage daughters, just kind of anybody in their life. So these are really fun that you can. I do like to keep my whatever you're going to put in it. I like to keep it on the lower end. So like if you can have it like anywhere around like $35 or less, you tend to sell more than if you make a $50 bucket. So I would just suggest that, like, if you can make them up where it's a little bit, or even like the satin hands, that's $40 right there. It's like a $40 um, pumpkin and can go, So there's some suggested sets in the bottom left hand corner here that you can put together. So, and you can see those at the bottom, like the multi-masking set, the Oh So Clean set. Those are just fun ones that you can put together. And the picture above at the top shows you exactly how to make them. Like you're gonna put, you want to put a little bit of filler in the bottom, so you can put like packing paper or something, or if you have like some newspaper laying around, whatever you kind of have available. I like to put that in the bottom to raise up the products. And then you're going to put your products in, some shred, a little bit of candy, and like a bow on the side. So they're so easy to make, quick and easy. And honestly, you can use some of these pictures. I have another picture right here. Here's some other ones. If you want to use some of these pictures as like promos, you definitely can. I do have even more pictures if you need more pictures than this, but those are just some pictures that you could run with. Okay, up next, this is something you want to get set up too. Okay. And next week, I'm going to have mine in person to show you. But this I like to call your holiday baby. Okay. Your holiday baby. And you just want to get a basket. And you want to fill it up with whatever you want to move, products you want to move. And the reason we call it your holiday baby, some people call it temptation basket, is because you take it with you everywhere you go. Okay. Just like your baby, like you would not leave your baby in the car, right? So you're a holiday baby, AKA temptation basket. You're going to want to take with you wherever you go because so many people are going to want to see what's in your basket. And so this is a great way for you to make some on the go sales. Okay. And you can honestly just put whatever that you have on your shelves in here or get some inventory to put in here. Here's another example. So like putting it in your shopping cart wherever you go. And some people like to, you can get whatever kind of basket. Some people do like a market tote, a wicker basket. Some people even do the roll up bag. I personally like a tote style. I don't like the roll up bag for my holiday baby. I like it for other things. I personally like a basket where they can see the products in it, because the roll up bag, it would be all rolled up, right? So I like a tote where they're like, what is in that tote? Okay. The other thing I keep in there is like some extra catalog, sales receipts, that kind of thing. So that way, you know, as you make those on the go sales, and you can even have some entry forms as you make those on the go sales, or maybe they look at your tote, but they don't buy anything. If you have some entry forms, you can get their information and then turn around and book them for a later appointment, right? So it's a great lead generating opportunity as well as you go. Okay. So that the other thing is Bosses Day is October 16th. Okay. So that's in just a few days. So this is a great opportunity to move some products for you and do something fun around that. So here's like a couple ideas for Bosses Day. This is a flyer that you can use with people to, you know, if they don't have their boss a gift already, that would be a gift opportunity. Also, the other fun thing I like to do around any day that's coming up is they can do a gift certificate. So like, let's just say if you don't have any products on hand, because some of y'all do more virtual, you know, if you didn't have these sets on hand that you could get to them by October 16th, they could also buy a gift card from you. And then you could book an appointment with their boss for them to redeem their gift card. Okay. So that's another way around that too, that you could still make some sales no matter what kind of situation you're in. Okay. But these are some great sets that you could utilize. Okay. And if they do want to get a set, but you're like, oh, there's no way I could get it in by October 16th if you don't have it on hand. The other thing you could do is like, we have some gift certificates, and you could just put the set on a gift certificate, like a picture of it, that they could at least give them between now and then. Okay. So that way they have something to give them right now. All right. This is some different ideas of just how to increase your sales this month, and some different ideas that you can run with. Just more festive ideas that you could run with this month. And some of these we did talk about last week, like we talked about the Halloween treat bag inserts last week. So if you missed that and you want to know more about that, you can go back to that. Okay. But let's just kind of zoom in. So you could do a Beautiful Bash. And so that's where you have them do an experience, and they could try out the charcoal mask. Okay. And so that's something really fun. You could even do that virtual. You could mail them a beauty pack with a charcoal mask in it. Okay. So either way, you could do that. A mascara party. So you could offer your customer a free mascara when they invite so many friends to virtual or in person, either one, right? And that would be a way to get a booking. So that's a fun event. And I'll share another idea around that with y'all in a minute, of how you could incentivize your, like if they didn't want to do a virtual or in person, but they're like, hey, I still want to earn a free mascara, you could offer them an incentive if they sold like 15 or 20 mascaras. You can decide how many you want them to sell to get a free mascara, but they could collect you just some outside orders of mascaras. And then you could give them the incentive to get a free mascara when they sell like 15 or 20, you know? So you'd be giving them a little bit, but really all you do is give them a sheet to collect orders and then fulfill the orders. So you're not really having to do hardly anything, to be honest. So that's a great way to just really boost your sales this month and get some new leads, because their friends that they sell a mascara to, you may not know their friends, right? So that would be a great way to just kind of network as well. Okay, cosmetic graveyard. So that is where you so this is really fun. So you basically have them turn in any of their old cosmetics that they have just laying around that they don't use. You know, some people have like a junk drawer. And so when they turn in a product, they will receive a certain percentage off a Mary Kay item. So it's basically like a trash their old stuff. And then give them a percentage off getting a new something, right? So they kind of save for trashing their old cosmetic that they're not using or don't want to use, basically. Okay. You can host a Halloween haunted open house. So that's an open house where you do makeovers, give free samples, offer a free product. You could even do that virtual if you wanted to. You would want to just create an event and do more show and tell style. So just depending on what you have access to. Dress up night, that's where you host a glamour night filled with costumes, samples, the new fall products, Halloween treat bag inserts. So we talked about that last week, but that's where you make up little treat bags and basically you hand them out through the month of October and you get leads. So when I hand a treat bag out with like my card in it and a little goodie, a sample, or even if you don't have samples, you could put a little piece of chocolate in it with your card or something like that. Just something fun and festive, just so you have something in your hand to give them. Okay. Then I have the little enter to win forms, and they should be on this board. The enter to win forms. If they're not, I'll make sure they are in a minute. I get them to fill out that enter to win. Okay. Anytime I give out a treat back, and I just tell them, hey, I'm doing a drawing this month. So here's your little treat and fill this out and you'll get entered into my drawing. And that just helps you get leads. Okay. And you can take those with you everywhere you go and get those filled out. Trick or treat sale. So that's buy one item, get the second one half off. So that's just a fun sale that you could do during the fall season. Cobwebs and cosmetics, that's a class focusing on makeup tricks and how to apply color without looking scary. And then the last one is Ghouls Night Out. So that's just a makeup night out with tricks, with makeup tricks that you teach and Halloween treats. Honestly, a Ghouls Night Out, it can just be a fun night and you can make it what you want to make it, basically, whatever you're excited to run with. And what I really encourage you to do is like pick the ideas on here that you can implement this month and run with those. Okay. So if you're like, oh, there's no way I could get all that together and implement it in October, then don't stress yourself out to do that. Pick the ones that you could run with starting immediately and run with it, or you could get it set up quickly. Right. So that's what I would really encourage you for this month with all of these different ideas. I think I don't have the enter to win on here, but here's some other, these are all the ones we talked about last week, and you can go back and watch that video basically with some of the different bundles that you can promo this month. An October selling strategy, I'll just go back over this really quick. And the October selling strategy is when you sell $40 a day, that is $1,200 in sales this month. So if you get your holiday baby ready and start running with that, and if you don't have any products to get in it, I would go place an order and get what products you can to start stocking your holiday baby, because you're not only going to use that this month, you're going to use it all the way up until Christmas. And that, I know that's a little bit of investment maybe for some of you, but that's going to make you money. Okay. So I would encourage you to get your holiday baby set up at minimum, because that's going to be one of your like best avenues this whole holiday season to create income. And then sharing the opportunity. And so this will help you build your team. And if you're not building your team, you're kind of missing out, because that's just extra income for you, friends. So when you share the opportunity with at least one person a day this month, okay, that's going to be 30 people you've shared with in a month. And on average, when you share with 30 people in a month, you're going to have an on average of 5 new team members on your team, which is huge. Okay. So, I would kind of take this October selling strategy and sharing strategy and say, what do I want to grow my business to this month? And kind of just focus on that. So that way you kind of have it streamlined and you're not overwhelming yourself. You want to just really keep it simple. Mary Kay always said to use the KISS analogy, and that's keep it simple, sweetie. Okay. That's what KISS stands for, because if you try to do too many things, you sometimes get overwhelmed and then you just shut down. So maybe pick just 2 or 3 things that you want to run with, and start implementing them immediately. And that will serve you. Okay. So when you hear a new idea, my challenge to you is within the next 24 hours, go ahead and get them implemented. Okay. Because if you wait too long, number one, you forget everything you learned. Because we're so busy and we have so much information coming in. So, number one, like implement it within 24 hours as much as you can. Okay. Or at least get it set up within the next 24 hours. Okay. So that way, and what I like to do after every training, okay, I know some of y'all are taking notes and that kind of thing, but this will just be like something you can take with you the rest of your life. Okay. Every training you sit through, this industry, any other industry. When I hear training, what I like to do is at the very back of my notebook, I make an implement list. Okay. Because a lot of times you do hear a lot of ideas. And I usually make a immediate implement list. So even when I go to like seminar or leadership conference or anything like that, I make a list because I get so much information there. It can be overwhelming and I don't like being overwhelmed. So I go back and I say, okay, what are like the top things that really stood out to me that I can focus on and implement immediately. And so I just kind of make that like dump list, like dump it out and what I'm going to implement immediately out of everything I heard, because there's a million good ideas, right? There's a million ideas, but you just got to pick what excites you and what you want to run with. Okay. So that's the things you want to focus on. And it may only be like 2 or 3 things you write down, but even just implementing 2 or 3 things is going to be huge in your business. You could take one idea and have $1,000 month, if you truly implement it and run with it and kind of give it your all. So, all it takes is one idea to increase your income. Really, one good idea implemented well could increase your income drastically. So, I just encourage y'all, even if you go back and catch up on any of the camp holidays you missed, kind of take that format I just gave you of making your implement list and pick what you're going to implement and go with it, because you're going to hear different ideas, right? And we want to give you all the ideas so you can pick what you like to run with, okay? Because not everybody's the same. We have different personality types, right? And we have different things we like doing, right? And so that's why we give you lots of ideas and then you get to pick from it. Okay. So I pray this blesses you today, blesses your business and increases your income. If y'all have questions, let me know or let your sales director know. I'm going to stop the